U.S. Arrival Immigration Process at Airports and Entry Rules 2025. As you step off the plane and make your way toward the arrivals hall at a United States airport, the first thing you'll encounter is the United States immigration process. This might seem daunting if you've never navigated it before, but TravelTree News will walk you through every step so that you know what to expect and what to do from the moment you land through to collecting your baggage and moving on to the next part of your journey. Whether you're visiting for the first time or just want to make sure you get through smoothly, this guide will help. Once you deplane, follow the signs for immigration or arrivals. You will typically walk through a corridor or down a jet bridge into the main terminal, where green signs guide you toward immigration. Pay attention to any lines designated for non-citizens or visitors. If you are a U.S. citizen, you may use automated passport control or a separate line. But for most travelers who are not U.S. nationals, you will approach a Customs and Border Protection officer. Before reaching the officer, check that you have your passport and visa or ESTA authorization in hand. Depending on your nationality and reason for travel, you may have either a paper visa affixed in your passport or an ESTA approval if you're traveling under the Visa Waiver Program. Make sure these documents are ready to present. You will also want to have any supporting documents handy, such as your return ticket or evidence of onward travel, your lodging details, and proof of sufficient funds. Presenting these calmly and clearly when requested can help the process go more smoothly. When it is your turn, an officer will ask for your passport and visa or ESTA. You will step up to a counter or booth and place your passport on the travel document scanner. The officer will take your photo and your fingerprints using electronic biometric systems. Be prepared to place your index fingers on the scanner as requested. Try to remain calm and answer the officer in a clear and direct manner. Standard questions may include the reason for your visit, whether it is for tourism, business, study, or another purpose, how long you plan to stay and where you will be staying. You might also be asked what you do for work or who you intend to visit. Keep your answers simple, honest, and consistent. Avoid volunteering extra information that is not specifically asked. Answer in a polite and respectful tone. The officer may look through your documents and stamp your passport or electronically record your entry. If additional information or review is needed, they may ask you to move to a different line or room for secondary inspection. Most travelers pass without issue, but if requested to go to another area, remain calm and cooperative. Once cleared, you will collect your passport stamped with your admission date and possibly your permitted length of stay. So first, you'll want to confirm that the stamp or electronic record actually reflects the correct number of days or months you intend to stay. In some cases, the system will record an automatic departure date. It's a good idea to make note of this date to ensure you comply with the terms of your stay. After passing immigration, just follow the signs to baggage claim. The airport will provide monitors above the conveyor belts, showing your flight number and the carousel assigned for your baggage. Then move to the appropriate belt and wait for your bags. If you do not see your bags appearing within a reasonable time, just alert the nearest staff member or desk for assistance. Have your baggage claim ticket or receipt available to help them locate your items. In rare cases, baggage may be delayed or lost, and you may need to complete a property irregularity report. With your bags in hand, you will approach the customs inspection area. Here, you will have to declare items you are bringing into the country. There may be a short form to fill out or a question asked verbally. Declare any food, alcohol, or large amounts of currency as required by law. If you have nothing to declare, you may proceed through the nothing to declare lane. A customs officer may ask you to open a bag for inspection. Cooperate fully and follow their instructions. Once through customs, you will enter the public area of the terminal. At this point, you have officially completed the immigration and customs process. If you are connecting to another flight, consult airport screens or information desks for directions. If your baggage has been checked through to the next flight, you may head to security screening depending on your connection. If your destination is outside the airport, for example, a hotel or downtown, you may proceed to ground transportation options such as airport shuttles, taxis, buses, or ride-sharing services. Some airports offer trains or rental car services nearby. Always confirm the credentials of drivers or service providers and only use official or recommended services at every stage. TravelTree News encourages you to stay alert and respectful of airport staff instructions. Keep your documents secure but accessible. Airports can be busy, confusing, and tiring, so allow plenty of time between flights online or with ground transportation. Familiarizing yourself with the process will give you confidence to move through immigration, customs, and baggage claim like a pro, even if it is your first time stepping foot in the United States. Remember that each airport may have slight variations. For example, New York's airports may have signs posted in multiple languages and separate lanes for ESTA travelers, whereas smaller regional airports may handle fewer flights at a time and provide a single immigration desk. Always follow signage and ask politely if you are unsure of where to go next. TravelTree News suggests doing some research before you travel. Check your airline's website or the U.S. Customs and Border Protection website for airport layout or process updates. Some airports now allow you to submit declarations electronically before arrival. Others have introduced mobile passport control or facial recognition systems for faster entry. While these technologies may speed up the process for some travelers, keep a passport and visa or ESTA ready as a backup in case systems are down. If you have a connecting flight in the United States and your initial point of entry is your first landing airport, you will complete all immigration and customs procedures there, even if the next flight is domestic. Only after these steps can you proceed to your connecting flight through the secure area. This is a common requirement for travelers flying transatlantic. For students or work visa holders, there may be additional checks. Carry your visa paperwork with you and any related documents such as I-20 forms or employment authorization cards. Officers may ask about your school or job placement, and you should respond calmly, clearly, and truthfully. Again, extra supporting documentation can be helpful, so keep it neatly organized and easily accessible. If you are traveling with family members or children, they may be processed together. Some airports offer family lanes. Be ready to show documentation for minors or proof of guardianship if required. Children may not need fingerprints depending on their age, but procedures vary by airport. TravelTree News recommends keeping children close and calm and explaining the process gently beforehand. For visitors arriving with pets or large amounts of duty-free goods, customs may require additional scrutiny. Be prepared to show vaccination certificates or purchase receipts. Excess items may require you to pay duties or taxes before being released. Customs and immigration officers will guide you through the steps when needed. If you do encounter a delay or refusal at immigration, resist the urge to panic. If you are taken aside, calmly ask the officer if you may speak to a supervisor or request clarification about what is needed. In some cases, you may be allowed to make a quick phone call or have consular assistance. TravelTree News emphasizes that staying calm and respectful communicates cooperation, which can help resolve issues faster. TravelTree News reminds you that travelers with criminal records, past immigration violations, or other flaggable issues may encounter additional questioning or restrictions. In these cases, it may help to travel prepared with full documentation and a clear understanding of local rules. Consulting an immigration attorney ahead of travel is wise when you expect complications. Finally, take a moment to breathe after you complete customs and immigration. You have just navigated a complex legal and logistical system successfully. Traveling internationally can be stressful, but also rewarding. When you walk out of the terminal into the arrivals hall, you are officially welcome in the United States. Thank you for trusting TravelTree News to guide you through this first vital stage of your journey. Remember, safe travels, respect for others, and preparedness are your best travel companions. We will be back with more practical guides and travel confidence boosters so that wherever you go next, you feel ready, informed, and excited. Elliot from TravelTree News signing off. Until our next travel insight.